We got some breaking news from the official Seattle Storm Bears Twitter account. They tweeted earlier in the week that the Seattle Storm Bears have fired head coach Rick Tocchet. The hiring process will begin and be announced before the start of year 3 with the Storm Bear emoji. Who's going to be the next head coach? Stay tuned. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to your Storm Bears franchise mode. I'm gonna say this right now before we start the video. Pause the video, go get a snack, get a drink, maybe make some popcorn, get a Pop-Tart. What else can you get? Maybe go to the store, get some chips, get something, because you're gonna be here for a little while. We're gonna go get the entire year done. Maybe, just maybe, depending on how long this episode's gonna be, I could make this a really long one for the weekend, and we could maybe do the playoffs in this video as well. I don't want to promise what I'm gonna do, but there's gonna be a long one. I want to get the entire year simulation done, past the trade deadline, all that stuff. So pause the video right now, go in your kitchen, get a snack, come back, and let's get this thing going. Alright, so now that you're back, you got a snack, we're ready to go. So you guys ripped me apart on the Partanen Fabro trade. Oh my, people were not happy, and that's fine. That's all good. There has to be some sort of controversy. Some people were ripping me apart, but we look at Dante Fabro here. He grew to an 81, which is awesome. He's 22 years old. He's got decent stats, where Partanen's stats were kind of all over the map. Now, he's only 1 overall less. Who do we trade him to? We trade him to Nashville. I like the trade because I think Partanen is going to stay at a mid-80 overall guy. I just got a weird feeling that he's not going to grow. He's not a well-rounded player. Now, it may have been a mistake. It may have been a mistake, but they've been offering us Dante Fabro for so long. Maybe I could have went with the Travis Sanheim route, and I probably could have kept Partanen. But you know what? What's done is done. It'll be a nice little rivalry that we got. I could have made something happen where I was to trade Travis Sanheim and a pick, but we've had that offer come to us so many times. Fabro for Keller, Fabro for Keller, Fabro for Keller, and this and that and this and that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to say, you know what, I like the deal. I've really wanted Dante Fabro for a long time. He's got the high top 4. He's 22 years old. I think this is going to be just fine for our team. May have been a mistake. It may have been a mistake, but it's going to be a fun storyline. I know Partanen's got an ego account on Twitter. Whatever. It is what it is. We're done. This is kind of a funny comment from High Clarity. It wouldn't be a xTech series without a terrible trade at least once. What's done is done. It's final. Dante Fabro is a member of the Storm Bears. Now, the Storm Bears poll on Twitter, they said which addition to the Storm Bears will make the biggest impact. There was 150 votes even. 60% of you guys said Ilya Kovalchuk, and 40% said Dante Fabro. So you guys are excited about Kovalchuk. I am too, and he shoots left in the game, and I screwed that up. He should shoot right. This is just a video of just me saying how much I screwed up, but that was my fault. I take that on full responsibility. He is a right shot, but I made him left on accident. I didn't do that on purpose. I created a ton of players. I also went ahead and I changed Nick Schmaltz to a playmaker. He was a two-way forward before. He's now a playmaker at 91 passing. How is he not a playmaker? I'm looking for Schmaltz, Pierlini, and Kovalchuk to have a huge year. I'm very excited about that. And then when Kovalchuk either gets moved at the deadline or we keep him for the postseason, which is kind of what I want to do, and then maybe next year Kovalchuk will be re-signed for a third-line scorer, or he'll be moved for just assets. And then that makes room for Brady Tkachuk to come up to the third-line left wing. So I got a plan here. I got a plan. Now, the Partanen deal, it is what it is. We're going to not talk about it anymore until we meet up with Nashville in the playoffs. That'll be fun. But Duke Rodney made the team out of camp. Very Tyroning-like. 20 years old, medium top 6, left wing sniper. He's got excellent skating category. His puck skills and shooting need a bit of work, but he's really young. He's only 20 years old. He did play in the American Hockey League last year, 10 games and 44 points. So he made it to the big show. He's going to be on the 4th line with Ryan McInnes and Tyroning. Now, as much as I want Tyroning to be a top 6 player for us, I don't know if it's going to happen. He has 6 stats, though. I really wish I could play him on the 3rd line. So Michael Dow Cole, we could think of moving, but I don't want to move a guy with, you know, pretty good potential for a bottom 6 guy. He's a medium top 9 guy. I think I'm going to keep him at that. But look at his skating category. His shooting is sick. So I'm going to edit up the power play, do a few little things, and then we're going to announce our new head coach. The hiring process was a long and tedious one. I had interviews with multiple candidates. I sat down with 4 in particular. I sat down with Matt Cook, which it didn't really work out. He has no ties to Arizona, and you know, it just didn't really work out. He's looking to move into a coaching position. I told him go be an assistant coach first, then work your way up. And then I talked to Keith Tkachuk, who is obviously Brady Tkachuk's dad. I thought it would be a little bit of a conflict of interest. He was one of my last candidates, but I felt like it would have been a little bit of a conflict of interest, especially if we were to go after Matthew Tkachuk. That would just be a little bit too much. Maybe the coach would get some favoritism going on, so I couldn't pick Keith Tkachuk. He's actually a 90 overall now at 22 years old, so that is a hell of a player for the Calgary Flames. And then another candidate was Jaromir Jagr, the legend. I thought he would be perfect to bring into Arizona with a bunch of young guys, but it turned out he didn't want to leave Czechoslovakia. He was going to stay there. He owns the team that he plays for over in the Czech League, so he's going to stay there. And then our new head coach, who has ties to the Arizona Coyotes, who has ties to all the players, he knows basically all of them, and that is big bad John Scott, 6'8" behind the bench. Welcome John Scott, our new head coach. Now John Scott didn't spend a ton of time in Arizona. He only played 11 games, had 25 penalty minutes, so he gooned it up. He left a lasting impression on the medical staff, on the trainers, on the coaches, on the assistant coaches, so it was a no-brainer to bring John Scott back to Arizona. Welcome our new head coach, big bad John Scott. All right, 6'8", 260 behind the bench. Let's go here. Start off the year against the Carolina Hurricanes. Now we still have to work on our goaltending issue because there's a lot of people telling me to trade Philip Grubauer, and we may have to do that. So let's go here. First period against the Carolina Hurricanes, and we're up 2-0, and look who scores. Dante Fabro, and Agent C starts it off. You need a goal? Call 1-800-AGENT C. He's always ready to answer your call. Scores from his, seems like that's where he scores a majority of his goals. Goes right in above the hash marks and just lets it rip, puts it top corners, and we got a 2-0 lead on the Hurricanes. Going into the second, we make it 6-0. Keller, Carlson, Dalcol, and Dvorak, and we make it 7-1. Duke Rodney scores in his NHL debut. We absolutely shit on the Hurricanes, 7-1. Jacob Slavin breaks the shutout for Frank the Tank McKenzie, but that is a hell of a start. 7-1. There you go. Dante Fabro scores in his debut, and John Scott is 1-0 as a head coach. Strome had 3 helpers there. That's awesome. So quickly, before we get too crazy into this, obviously Frank the Tank, Big Mac McKenzie is our goalie going forward. No question, right? He's listed as a starting goalie, but Philip Grubauer has a decent amount of trade value, and he is listed as a starting goalie as well. So I don't want to waste these guys. I probably want to go maybe a month, 2 months, see how everything goes, and then maybe we'll ship off Philip Grubauer. He's been awesome for us, though. Honestly, I have nothing but good things to say about Philip Grubauer. He was so good for us, had 8 shutouts last year. I'm going to throw him on the block. Obviously, he is a very good goalie. He's gonna get a lot of interest there on the trade market. So let's go maybe go the first month. All right. Any rivalries we got here? Not really. Nothing crazy here. What else we got? Edmonton, Florida. Okay, we got the Golden Knights. We'll go ahead and slow sim this game against the Golden Knights. Oh no, we got the Detroit Red Wings. We got Felix Pox versus Agent C. So I'm gonna see if we get any trade offers on Philip Grubauer. I don't really need anything. Maybe a prospect and a pick would be kind of nice. So that's probably what I'm looking to get out of Philip Grubauer. But after destroying the Hurricanes, we lose 2 and then we win against Pittsburgh. Now Toronto, a lot of you guys were talking about maybe potentially going and getting William Nylander because he's not very happy in Toronto. So maybe we'll visit that. But Kyle Okposo for Spalling, a second, and Abramov, no thank you, not happening. 5-1 win there on the Capitals, and we are a 7-2 win. We're putting up some numbers here. 6-3, going up against Felix Pox, the Calder Trophy winner, Felix Pox. So Agent C is pissed about that. He's looking to light the lamp here against the Detroit Red Wings. Let's go. First period, 0-0. Period number 2. All right, Felix Pox, you bastard. Going into the third, they shut us out, and he gets the only goal. Oh man, I saw Philip Grubauer was in net, so we gave the guy no love for Grubauer. Alright, so no trade offers as of yet. Back-to-back losses. Come on, guys, let's start winning some games here. 2-1 overtime loss, so we got the point. But I'm going to go to all the way up to the Vegas game, and then maybe after the Vegas game going into December, I'll turn on our trading block. I'll turn on all of our wants and our surplus so we can get some offers going. Maybe we'll get some love for Philip Grubauer, but we're definitely winning some games right now. How many wins is that in a row? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins in a row, and we're 13-5. Not bad at all, guys. Not bad at all. Agent C has 15 goals in his first 19 games. Oh my god. Okay, let's get this month done here. We'll do a little bit of a stat overview, and then we'll turn on the trade block and we'll see what kind of offers we can get. Because it does make sense for Big Mac to be our starter. There's no reason to have 286 overall goalies. So we'll have to trade for a backup, a prospect, and a pick. I think that's what I want to get out of Philip Grubauer. So let's go here. First period against the Vegas Golden Knights, who kicked us out of the playoffs last year. And Eric Howlett scores on Frank the Tank. Period number 2. Oh, we explode for 4 goals. Keller, Kovalchuk, Corey, and Nick Schmaltz. That is our top 6. Speaking volumes right there. 4-1, and we make it 6-1. Duke Rodney and Agent C once again. There you go. Agent C scored 2. He had just the 2 goals, 3 hits though. Kovalchuk had 1, 1, and 1, and Frank Mack in the cage made 27 saves. Only allowed the 1 goal, and there you go, 6-1. Not bad at all. That is a 7-game winning streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can we keep it going against the Canucks? Maybe against the Stars, and then we're going to turn on our trade block. No, the Vancouver Canucks snap our winning streak. All right, that's all good. So we're 14-7-1 after the first few months here. For the month of December, I'm going to turn on the trade block. Look at Agent C, almost a goal per game. Oh my god. Okay, let's put on the trading block here, and we'll try to spice things up a little bit, and then for the month of December we'll take some trades, see what we're looking at, and then we will move on. But I think we should move Philip Grubauer though. The team is Franklin McKenzie's, no question. It's his team, it's his starting position. I mean, we got Philip Grubauer to kind of mentor him in his first year, and I think he did a really good job. So let's try to send Philip Grubauer onto a team where he's going to make an impact. I want to send him to a team that makes sense. I don't want to send him to a team that has like 2 starting goalies already. I want to send him to a team where he's going to be the #1 guy. Trade block is all good to go. I ended up putting Grubauer, obviously, Dalcol, and Pierlini, because I'm going to have a look at the stats here, and I was looking at them, and I saw that Pierlini and Dalcol, I mean, they're playing okay. I mean, for the second line, I like to see Pierlini at like the 15 mark, but it's only 22 games in. I'm not going to be too picky, but leading the way, we got Agent C, 20 goals in 22 games. What do you guys think? I mean, I'm going to predict right now. I'm actually going to write this down right now. I got my notepad open on my computer, and I'm going to predict he's going to score 67 goals. All right, I'm going to say 67. I don't think he's going to be a goal per game. I don't think I've ever seen that. But again, he's just carrying the offense. There's just no one else scoring goals. I mean, I got Kovalchuk for offense. He's got 5 goals in 22 games. I wouldn't mind getting someone else to put the puck in the net. Brady Tkachuk has the most goals aside from Agent C, and he's on the 3rd line. He's got 6. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, we could really use some goal scoring here. And as for goalies, Frank the Tank is 9-3 with 2 shutouts, and Grubauer is 5-4. So, I mean, I think you guys already know who should be moved, and it is Philip Grubauer. So let's see what kind of offers we can get. We'll slow sim the game against the Hurricanes once again to start off the month, because we beat them 7-1 so badly. I don't know if that was on our home ice or if it was in Raleigh, if it was in Carolina, but let's see if we can put the beat down on Carolina once again. Let's go. They're out shooting us like crazy. Going into the second. All right, we get 1. Michael Dalcol is put on the trade block, and he snipes 1. We got 2 more in the third. Ty Ronning and Josh Morrissey. There you go. 3-0. That's awesome. We've ended up kicking the crap out of the Carolina Hurricanes, 10-1 in our last 2 games that we've played them. Did we play them again? No. So just after that, 7-1, and then obviously we beat them 3-0. 3-0. So that is a 10-1 shellacking of the Carolina Hurricanes. So we're going to get some trade offers here. Let's not go too crazy. The simulation may take a while, so you may see a lot of cuts here. As you can see right now, the simulation is taking a decent amount of time. Philip Grubauer for Lucic and a first. Okay, not super interested in Milan Lucic, but it's good to know that we can get a decent player as well as a first for Philip Grubauer. So we're going to reject that offer. I'm not really interested in Milan Lucic, more interested in prospects. 2-0 loss there against Tampa, and then hopefully we can bounce back against Buffalo. But again, the simulation just takes forever. Going to have to cut this up, and I'll talk to you guys when the simulation starts again. This is honestly the worst part about doing the trade block thing, because the simulation is just ridiculous. So the simulation finally stopped. We're 17-10-2. I didn't show you guys the last few games because the simulation was just ridiculous, but I'm hoping to get a little bit more trade activity here. Only got one offer in all of December. I've maxed out our trade block, so we should be getting a decent amount of trade offers. Only one in the entire month. Sorry, make that 2 with Ryan Suter. I'm not even going to look at this trade. I am not interested in like a, what is he, 84 overall for 7.5 million bucks for 5 years. He's 80. Okay, he's 87 overall. He's still pretty good, but he's what, 35? Oh my god, at 5 more years? That is terrible. No thank you. No thank you. Last episode they tried to pawn Zach Parise on us. Now they want to give us Ryan Suter. Not gonna happen. Those two contracts are just crazy. We have a pretty good record. So does our AHL team, which is nice. We're 20-10-3 and they're 20-12-4. So very similar records. It's nice to see that our AHL team is producing. We got some good players down there like Subban. We got Langfeld working in there. I put them in. Even though they were like high 60s, low 70 overall, I want them to play in the AHL. I want them to progress. So 20-12-4 is pretty damn good. That's 3 wins in a row. Can we make it 4 against the Los Angeles Kings? Looks like the California teams are heading all the way up to Seattle. We just beat the Anaheim Ducks, and now we got the Los Angeles Kings in town. First period, 3-0. Dvorak, Agent C, and Clayton Keller. Period number 2. All right, 3-1. Anton Roussel gets 1, and oh god, they tie it up. Pearson and this guy, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Wow, okay, they tie it up. Going into overtime, and we blow the lead. Alex Iafallo, oh my god. Guys, it was looking so good, and we blew the lead. What are you doing? Wow, this is a big move. I won't accept this because I'm not interested in getting rid of Brady Tkachuk, but they want to give us a first. Zubov, who is a first-round pick, a center sniper. Oh, he was that guy that we saw in the draft who was like 71 overall out of the draft, so this is definitely that guy. And they want to give us this guy who is a 6th-round pick, 67 overall. But I'm not interested in parting ways with Brady Tkachuk. He's got 9 goals. Look at his stats all the way up. He's progressing just perfectly. We're playing him on the 3rd line. We got big plans for Brady Tkachuk, so I don't see a need to try to move him. No thank you. Thanks, but no thanks for the offer. And we won 3 straight. Now we lost 3 straight. Going up against Felix Pox once again in Detroit. The last time it was in Seattle. Now it's in Detroit. Come on, let's put up some numbers on these guys. They shut us out 1-0 last time. Period number 1. Anthony Mantha. Okay, can we please score a goal on this? I don't even know who they have in net. 2nd period. There you go. You get 2. Dvorak and Agent C. This guy loves to score goals. Going into the 3rd, and there you go. We score. We score 3 in the 3rd period. Danny DeKaiser gets 1. Aaron Dell is their goalie. So Tkachuk, Pierlini, and Dvorak. There you go. I'll take a win over Felix Pox any day. We're going to do some simulating here. We're going to slow sim the 1 game against the Knights, and then 1 game against the Nashville Predators. And then, is the next month the trade deadline? It might be. Let me have a look, because if that's the case, I'll keep our trade block on. Maybe it's 2 months, because this simulation is just ridiculous. I'm having to cut every like 3 seconds. It's so annoying. I'd like to move Grubauer sooner than later, so maybe after the end of this month, we'll see where we are. When's the trade deadline? So it is the next month. Okay, we're just gonna What are we going to do here? So I've made a decision. I've set a date. February 16th against the Vegas Golden Knights at home is our D-Day. That is our last day to trade Philip Grubauer. Hopefully we get some offers in the time being, but that is my last day. I'm going to be looking around the NHL to see who needs a goalie. And okay, so this is a trade. Let's have a look here against the Detroit Red Wings. But I'm going to look around, see who needs a goalie, and see what trade makes sense. So a third and a fifth for 2/4 and Chris Stewart. We don't really need Chris Stewart, and yeah, I'm just going to say no. I'll stick with my third. Thanks, but no thanks, Detroit. Thank you, but no thank you. We lose. Oh my god, we're on a losing streak here. We have not won a lot lately. Frank McKenzie for Jonathan Toews. Chicago, are you kidding me right now? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yes, Johnny Toews is awesome right now. He's 32, though. He's 32 years old. He's on the decline. For a franchise starting goalie? Are you kidding me? See you later. We got a big game here against the Predators. We have very similar records. We're in the same conference. This is going to be a good game. Their record's a little bit better than ours, but this is the return of Dante Fabro to Nashville, and obviously the first time that Partanen is going to be playing against his old team. So let's go here. First period. All right, 2-2. Strome and Tyroning. Tolvanen and Yarncrow score for us. Look at that goal from Yarncrow, like right at the blue line. Must have just been a floater on Frank Mack. Strome and Ronning score goals for us going into the second. There you go. Dylan Strome gets one. Come on, guys. Come on, Fabro. I'd love to see a goal here. Oliver Ekman-Larsson makes it 4-2. They're out shooting us, but it doesn't matter because Franklin McKenzie is a beast between the pipes. The Brazilian butterfly. He's stopping everything right now. We got a pretty comfortable lead. Wouldn't mind getting one more just for fun. Dante Fabro, do you want to get in on the fun, buddy? Come on. A minute left. There you go. He gets the empty netter, of course. That one's got to feel good, Fabro. They've tried to ship you out of town since day one. They never wanted you in the first place. There you go. I'll take it. Dante Fabro. That's awesome. Agent C had 3 helpers. He was not about scoring tonight. He had all the assists. Clayton Keller had 3 helpers as well. Strome had 2 goals. There you go. So that's awesome. I'm glad he scored against his old team. That's fantastic. He had 3 shots. The 1 goal had 16 minutes of ice. Now, what about Partanen? All right, what about Partanen? Partanen, where are you? There you go. Partanen had nothing. 2 shots, nothing. Is that Jamie Benn they have? Did Nashville get Jamie Benn? Whoa, 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 whoa. I gotta see this. This could be a huge trade. I wish they gave you like an announcement, like a newspaper article popped up and was like, holy shit, big trade just happened. Because I would love to see what they just traded for Jamie Benn. And of course you can't. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. I like to look at stats. You know what I would love for NHL 19 is if you were to go to search for a player. So for example, let's actually just look at the Predators lineup. Let's go search for a player. You click on their name and then it turns out you can see all of their previous transactions. I want to see who they were traded for. I want to see their goals. I want to see everything. Also, actually, it was Jordy Benn. Okay, they have Jordy Benn. Okay, sorry, I thought that was Jamie Benn. I'm like, how did that just happen? How did that go down? But it's just the older brother, Jordy. Now, how's Partanen doing? See what I mean? 6 goals, no helpers. He has 3 assists in his entire NHL career. He's a weird player. He's weird. He's a weird Finn. His stats are all over the place. He's weird. Okay, I'm glad we got rid of him. He's just a weird dude. Look at this first line in Detroit. Mantha, Larkin, Pox. That's unreal. We'll have a look around the NHL here just for fun. The Stars are stacked. Holy shit, are they ever stacked. Valerie Nichushkin's got 21 points. Radulov's still killing it. 95 overall, Tyler Seguin, and a 95 Ben. Jesus, that's nuts. Colorado, Lawson Krause, 85 overall. There you go, buddy. 36 points last year. I'm glad you're doing well there. 94, McKinnon. Chicago, let's have a look at Christian Fischer. He's getting second line minutes and he's doing pretty well. 23 points, looking to have a career year. That's awesome. Good for you. I'm glad Christian Fischer's doing well. And Marian Hossa is 42, but he's still killing it in Chicago. He had 43 points last year. This guy's like Yager. And then the last one we got to go to is Columbus. And Domi's got 27 points on the year. Not bad. It might be a career high. Could be. Hopefully he does well there. But those are all of our traded players. I think I might be missing a few. But have a look around the NHL if you're interested to see your favorite team. We got some time. We're making this one a long one. Teravainen's a 90. Oh my god. Buffalo, look at this team. Oh my god, are they stacked. I hope they're just killing it, because if they're not, there's something wrong. Their team is so good. Their defense kind of sucks. Who do they have in net? They have, okay, they don't got a goalie. I could potentially move Grubauer to Buffalo. That could be something I could do. They got a lot of prospects. They got a lot of good players over there in Buffalo. That might be something I may go look at. This is the guy that the Wild traded, and I don't know what they traded him for. I wish I could see. Come on, EA, put that in the next game, please. I want that so badly. I saw Max Pacioretty was on the Bruins as well. Weird. Okay, so as for us, as for our team, we're doing pretty well. We've had a few kind of hiccups here. We haven't had the greatest of the last couple of months, but Agency slowed down a little bit. He's got 29 goals in 44 games, so maybe not the 67 that I was hoping for. Strome's got 38, OEL. Look at Kovalchuk, only 10 goals. You see, that's the problem. I need some secondary scoring, and we're really not getting it. Like, let's have a look at another team. Let's have a look at St. Louis, all right? They have two 20-goal scorers, 13 and 13. They got 19, 17, 10, 12. Toronto's got 28 with Svechnikov. Oh, my God. He's killing it there. Svechnikov, Matthews, and Mitch Marner. Willie Nylander's back up to an 89, so I don't think he's going to be someone we could trade for. Maybe, though. I mean, we could make something work. We honestly could make something work. I should have pulled the trigger on him when his trade value was really low. But then again, if we get William Nylander, then that kind of takes a spot away for Brady Tkachuk for next year. So I'm going to wait it out a little bit more. We're going to see what kind of trade offers we get over the course of the next, I guess, little under a month. So let's go here. Let's continue on with the simulation up against Max Domi and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Are we going to get a victory, or is the simulation going to take forever and a day? And it looks like that's the case. Holy, here's a blockbuster. We got John Carlson for Grubauer. So they want Grubauer back for 2 firsts and a second? Woo! That's a blockbuster deal. 6 years left at 5.8. He's 90 overall. Wow, yeah, that's an elite defenseman for sure. I really don't want to give up 2 firsts and a second. Yeah, it's too much to pay for John Carlson. I'd love to get John Carlson, don't get me wrong, but I think we can, I think we're going to be just fine without John Carlson, all right? And we lose against Max Domi. So I'm going to look around the NHL right now because I don't feel like having to stop the simulation every 10 seconds to just to try to simulate games. I want to have a look around the NHL, see which teams really need a goalie, and see what we can do here. See if we can make something work, something that works for both sides. Let's go. Darcy Kemper, Storm Bears legend. So I really want to make something work here with Buffalo. They're a struggling team. They need a starting goalie. I can get Anton Forsberg for our backup position to back up Frank the Tank. And then I could get a first, which would be a good first. But that's already too much. That's really not getting a whole lot. I mean, I could give them our first as well. And I could throw in Philip Grubauer. Let's see, like, is that, yeah, it's not really even. I'd have to add a bit more. I'm going to have a look around still. I mean, it's something I can think about, but they don't want to give up their first. They do want Grubauer, though, so let me still have a look. There's still some options out there. All right, I think it's time to say goodbye to Philip Grubauer. I found a good home for him. It's a little bit colder than Seattle, but I think he's going to like it there. He's got some pretty good players around him. So he's 8 and 10 throughout the course of this year. He's struggling. He needs a change of scenery. Had a great year last year. 8 shutouts. I mean, you can't say enough good things about last year. 63 games. He's going to be the man in Edmonton. They are struggling. They need a starting goalie. They do not have a good goalie right now. No way, no how. So have a look at their attendees, and they got Al Montoya, so they are struggling hard. So let's go ahead and take Stuart Skinner, who's a guy that we've been getting offered a few times in the past. He's 76 overall, medium starter. All right, so he's a good prospect goalie where we don't really have any decent prospects. I mean, Vagetti, we have him. him. We drafted him a little while ago in the second round. Vagetti. We're going to ship him off to the Edmonton Oilers, so they get kind of a prospect goalie back, where we get a for sure prospect tendy, and we get a prospect defenseman in Caleb Jones, who is brother of Seth Jones. Fun fact, he's a medium top 6 defenseman, 23 years old, 77 overall, so he's just on the cusp of making the NHL, and I think it's a good trade for both sides. And we get a first, so it could be a good first round pick. Who knows how bad they're going to tank, but they have McDavid, they have Puljujärvi, they have so many players. It's about time they get a good starting goalie, because look at their team, it's just sick. Also, Kailer Yamamoto is a guy I kind of have on my radar. He is Seattle born, if you didn't know, so that's kind of something we could potentially look at in the future. But Caleb Jones, a first, and Stuart Skinner for Philip Grubauer. Will this trade go through? Trade rejected. No. Okay, so I'm going to have to add a late pick here. I may have to add something. And no, I'm not forgetting about getting a backup goalie. We will be trading for one potentially right after this. So let's see if I can add like a third. Will this go through? Maybe a fourth. Let's throw a fourth in there. Let's see how much they really want. Okay, so maybe they will want the third. Let's just try this. I'll go a third for next year. It's a pretty good trade chunk. I do want the prospect defenseman, though. That's a big move for me. Will a third make it go through? No. A third and a fourth? Come on, let's make something work here. I'll give you a fourth for this year, and I'll give you a fifth, all right? A third, a fourth, and a fifth, so you get some picks to help with your little ongoing rebuild since like 2008, and then you get a starting goalie, which is a good deal for you guys. Come on, trade rejected. Come on. Will that go through if we exchange depth prospect defenseman, take away the fourth? Will this trade go through? Trade rejected. Wow. All right, may have to keep looking around. Edmonton, I don't know what else I can do here. I'm giving you lots of stuff you want. I mean, I'm trying to help you guys out big time. Final offer for you, Edmonton. Trade rejected. All right, screw you guys. I've been trying to make a trade work here with Philip Grubauer. I'm going to try to send him to Ottawa in exchange for their first for this year and Keatley. Now, this guy has really good trade value, and he was offered to us last year. He's a 19-year-old medium elite defenseman at 77 overall. This guy is sick. Look at his trade value. It is very, very high. I would love to make this deal go through. I would absolutely love to get a guy like this on our team. Now, looking at their team, it's actually kind of weird, because they don't really have a starting goalie, but their record is really good. They have Craig Anderson, who's 81 overall, and he's just killing it. He's doing great. He's 39 years old, listed as a backup. I guess their backup is Mike Condon, so imagine what this team could do with a legitimate starting goalie. Look at their team. Shabbat, Carlson, Stone. They got Panarin, Hoffman, Zucker, Forsberg. They have so many good players. Yeah, hopefully they will part ways with Keatley. I'm going to give up 2 seconds, a third, and Philip Grubauer for Keatley. This trade is very, very much worth it. Will this trade go through? No, I'm going to have to make it a little bit more here. I'm going to have to beef things up. I'll give you my first for this year, all right? We're going to swap firsts, and you're going to give me Keatley. Will this trade go through? Trade rejected. Oh, man, they don't want to part ways with that Keatley guy. But they did offer us Keatley last year. If I throw in an additional second, trade rejected. Come on. I'm trying to make a trade go through here. I'm trying so hard. A second. Oh, I've just tried so many things here. This trade should go through. Come on, trade rejected. How can I not make this go through? I'll give you my first for this year, okay? I got to get something back, though. Give you a second, and you take my first. Come on, will this go through? Trade rejected. Get rid of the second. Will this go through? Okay, we can either accept this or reject it right now. I gotta cancel it, okay? So this trade will go through. What if I make this a third? What if I make this a third? A third for next year, all right? Will this go through? I'll be comfortable with that. A first, Spalling and Grubauer for Keatley. This is a big, big move, a blockbuster move. Keatley, welcome to Seattle. It's going to go through. There you go. Keatley, welcome. God, that was way too much effort to make that trade go through. Okay, that was a huge move. Oh my God, that took a lot of effort, a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails went back and forth, but look at the prospects we have right now. Subban, Keatley, Langfeld. We are so set for the future right now. We are so set. Our team's looking sick. Look at all these guys with maxed out trade potential. Oh my God. Okay, so that was a big move. That was a giant trade. Now, we have made it official that Franklin McKenzie is our starting goalie. He's our #1 guy going through, but we need a backup. We need a backup. And don't worry, I've already covered that. There's a goalie by the name of Cam Talbot, and he wants a 1-year deal at $1 million. I don't know why Edmonton wouldn't sign this guy. It just seems ridiculous, but we're going to give him a contract. It's kind of interesting that we play Edmonton on the exact same day, and we're going to give Cam Talbot a contract. That just seems hilarious. Okay, Edmonton, let's go. First period. Oh my God, but we explode for 4 goals in the first period. All of Rickman Larson gets 2, Sanheim gets another, and Dylan Strome 2 goals from one side and 2 goals from the other side. Going into the second, all right, they get 1, Kaylor Yamamoto, Seattle born, and then going into the third, oh my God, OEL gets a hat trick, Schmaltz gets 1, and then Agent C gets on the score sheet. OEL with the hattie, that's awesome. That's another game where we put up 7 goals. That is right, 7 goals again. We've done that more than like 3 times. We can definitely put the puck in the net, and you saw it there. So let's go here. Do we have any more significant games to slow sim here? I guess Nashville. Let's go here. We still have our trade block on. I'm still interested in some moves. There you go, Cam Talbot. Welcome to Seattle. You're going to be a really, really good backup for us. 83 overall. That's fantastic. Let me edit up the lines here once again, and we'll get the rest of the simulation done. I told you guys this was going to be a long video. I told you. We're going to give Cam Talbot the start in the next game after that big victory against Edmonton. Looks like it's against the Capitals, and they don't have a very good record. So, and in Cam Talbot's first game, we get destroyed 5-0. Oh, that sucks. That's not great. But 25, 18, and 5. I don't think we can get too comfortable here because we need to string some wins together. 25, 18, and 5. It looks okay, but I'd rather be 30, 18, and 5. I want to string some wins together. I got to turn off our trade block here because I'm tired of this simulation, and we got to get things going. Yeah, this is going to be a very, very long video, a very long one. So let's go here. 3 straight losses, guys. What is going on? What is the deal right now? 25, 21, and 6. Okay, interesting. Didn't really expect that. I thought we would be a little bit better here. We got to start putting some pressure on. We're in danger of not even making the playoffs. I think we got too comfortable there. Let's go here up against Nashville. We got a 1-1 tie. Ryan Hartman and Clayton Keller both score going into the second. Can Fabro get on the score sheet? 5-2. Strome gets another. Kovalchuk, Dalcol, and OEL's been finding the score sheet of late, and they get another one, but we came through with a 5-3 victory. But it's not all like, you know, I mean, we're what, 26, 21, and 6? It's not that great. We need to put the pressure on right now. We need to win as many games as we can, not losing 7-3. What's going on? I do not need Jordan Staal. No, thank you. Come on, guys. Get some wins here. What are you doing? 26, 22, and 3. Not super great. Second and a third for VC. No, thank you. 7-4? What's going on with our team? Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on here. We're falling apart. We're falling apart. We were ahead. We were like at the top of our division like a few weeks ago. And now we're very well on the outside looking in. 58 points. Next closest team has 66. Oh my God. We need to do something about this. We need to do something about this right now. So I just edited up the lines a little bit here. Yeah, not great. Not great at all. It started off awesome, and then after we traded Grubauer, which I thought would have been a great move, we just really shit the bed, which sucks because we are in danger of not making the postseason. We're on the outside looking in. I don't know what it is. It's really weird. We need to start picking it up here. We started Cam Talbot. We're out shooting him 17-5. Come on, let's get a goal here. There you go. We score on Stuart Skinner, so they started Skinner. Brady Tkachuk scores. Yamamoto scores on us. Seattle-born kid going into the third, and we lose again. This is really, really bad. I changed up some things in the lines, but we are not doing good at all. You can sound, I'm really not stoked right now. Another loss, another loss. What is the deal? Okay, 4-0 win. There you go. We really need to win as many as we can. Like, this is Operation Don't Lose a Game right now. TJ Oshie, not interested. Our 5-4 loss, not even in overtime. Another loss. Guys, we're 27, 27, and 6. What have I done to this team? What have I done? I mean, I can't change up the first line. Can I move like Kachuk up here? Put Dal Cole in the fourth? Like, I just don't know what to do. Like, on defense, do I move like Josh Morrissey up here? Get some big offensive guns? Or do I put Fabro down here? Let's just try to change up as much as we can, because holy crap, we just completely shit the bed. Come on, guys, let's string some wins together here, please. We cannot afford to lose any games. Okay, there's 2 big wins, 7-1. See what I mean? We can score when we can really put the puck in the net, but we've just been losing a lot of games lately. Jordan Stahl, not interested. Big win against Winnipeg. Come on, big win. Simulations taken forever. There you go, 5-2. Mikko Koivu, not interested. Let's go past the trade deadline here. And a shootout loss. It's okay. We got the point, all right? We got the point. If we're in... Once we squeak into the playoffs, which I really, really hope we do, this is going to be an intense ride to the postseason. Hopefully we make it, because this last month has been absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what happened to our team. I don't know what the deal was, but we are in a position where we cannot afford to lose any games. Any big moves here? Calgary got Derek Forbort for Tyler Parsons, who's a really good prospect goalie. San Jose got Anders Nilsson for Chris Tierney and Brandon Dillon. Trevor Van Riemsdyk went for Justin Williams, who's apparently still playing in the NHL. Michael Del Zotto went to Edmonton from the New York Islanders. Derek Brassard went to Colorado for a first. That's a big move. Matt Pumple and Mark Pysyk for a first and a second. Lots of firsts being thrown around. Tanner Pearson on the move, going to the Minnesota Wild for Jonas Brodin and a few prospects, and that's it. So there's all the big moves. I'm not really interested in the trades. I just want to win some games here. Come on, guys. I don't know if it's like our secondary scoring or what, but this has been a complete disaster. All of February has sucked. Even like late January started to suck as well. So again, we need to win as many games as possible. Losing games is not really an option here. There you go. Big win. Every single win is going to be ginormous. Another win. There you go. 32, 27, and 7 up against the Avs, who have an unbelievable record. Can we beat the Avalanche? We lose in a shootout. It's okay. We got the extra point. Got the extra point. 2-0 victory. Frank the Tank. There you go. 3-1 loss. All right. Oh, 7-2. Oh, my God. 6-3 win. There you go. This is just a roller coaster of emotions right now. Big game against Calgary. Huge game. 2-1 victory. There you go. We're putting it all together right now. We got the Vancouver Canucks, who we definitely need to beat. 7-3. We're on a 3-game streak here, going up against the best team in our division. Can we beat the Vancouver Canucks going into the first? It's a 1-1 game. Kovalchuk and Bo Horvat. Shots are all tied up at 11. Going into the second, there you go. We get 3 goals in the second period. Rodney, Agent C, and Michael Dal Cole with 1 second left, and we score another one. Dante Fabro with the empty netter, and Brandon Leipzig scores for the Canucks. So that's a 4-game winning streak. This last week there has been huge for our hockey club. Where are we now? Where are we now in the stats? Okay, so we're in a wild card spot. That's good. That's good, but it's very close. It's very close here. So let's have a look at everything. I think my 67 goals for Agent C is going to be a little bit off. A little bit off. Yeah, he's only got 42. So I say only 42, but he's slowed down a little bit. It's all good. He's got 40 goals. Look at all the 20-goal guys we have right now. Look at Brady Tkachuk. He's a 20-goal man. There you go. In his sophomore season, he hits 20. That's fantastic. That's awesome. Nick Schmaltz, what's going on, buddy? Maybe that's a big problem, having Nick Schmaltz on the second line. Only getting 32 points. Not great. Not great at all. Kovalchuk stepped it up, which is awesome. OEL's been unbelievable for us. Have a look at the goalies. Frank the Tank, there he is. And Cam Talbot's 2 and 3. We just need to win games, all right? It's all we need to do. We just strictly need to win hockey games. We are in a wild card spot. Looks like we got a pretty comfortable cushion here. Looks like Edmonton, San Jose, and LA definitely aren't catching us, but we got to worry about Anaheim and Vegas, all right? We got to worry about those two guys. Again, losing is not an option. Win as many games as you possibly can. I don't care if Agent C doesn't score for the rest of the year. I don't care about that. I want to win some games, all right? So games against LA, they should be easy wins. We should be getting easy W's right now. There you go. How many games is that in a row? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, 5-0 victory. This late surge just completely saved our season. We lost against the Avs, but it's okay. They're the best team in our division. They're the best team maybe in the entire NHL. Okay, we dropped 2. We win against Vancouver in overtime. Up against the Blues, another victory. There you go. Let's see if Dante Fabro can score on his old team. Let's see if Partanen's going to score on his return to the Starbucks Center in Seattle. First period. There you go. Big goal there. Agent C scores going into the second. Okay, Ryan Hartman. And going into the third, Dante Fabro scores on his old team. Unreal. Gets the game-winning goal. In 3 games we've played against Nashville, Fabro has 2 goals. And you guys were telling me I lost that trade. Come on. He's been killing it for us. How'd that Partanen scrub do? Where is he? Partanen, where are ya? He had nothing. -2. 8 shots, though, so he definitely put the puck in the net. He definitely threw some rubber on the net, but Franklin McKenzie was equal to the task. Now we have 1 game left in the regular season, and okay, so we are in a pretty comfortable wildcard spot. We have made the postseason, which is good news for us. Let's get the last game done. That late surge really saved our season. I thought we were screwed. I thought it was all over. And we win once again. So we absolutely turned it on there in the middle of March. We just went on a tear and we beat the Winnipeg Jets to push ourselves into the postseason. Who do we got in round number 1? All right, who is it? Who are we going to face? Made the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. Who do we have in round number 1? We have the Vancouver Canucks. All right, this is going to be the 2nd time in as many years that we've faced the Vancouver Canucks in the first round. We got the better of them last year, but they obviously finished tops of our division this year. But yeah, back-to-back matchups against the Canucks. It's going to be a good one. I don't think I'm going to record the playoffs in this video because I've already recorded for well over an hour and 26 minutes. Obviously, it's going to be less for you guys, but I've been talking for a while, so in the next video, I'll do the playoffs from start to finish. We'll go all the way in one video. Clayton Keller, 90 points on the year. I think he had 93. No, he had 91 last year, so not quite a career high. Had 1 less assist, just as many goals as last year, but an unbelievable year for Clayton Keller. Agent C hit the 50 goal mark once again, had 8 less than last year, but he had 1 more point, which is awesome to see. So there you go, Agent C becoming a more well-rounded player, plus 27 back-to-back years. Ended up taking a little bit more penalties, had 19 power play goals, which is unreal. Had 8 game-winning goals, where last year he had 15. Had a few more shots this year, which is good. How many hits did he have? He had less, so he didn't quite goon it up as much as he did last year, but 50 goals in back-to-back years, that's awesome. Oliver Ekman-Larsson with 72 points, our captain. Oh my god, is that a career high? I don't think it is. I think he had like 75. Oh no, it definitely is. Yeah, wow, what a year for OEL. 72 points. That could be the Norris right there. Dylan Strome had 71. That's a career high for him, which is awesome. Ilya Kovalchuk had 22. I think he struggled at the start of the year, but he really came through here with a nice late surge in the last couple of months. I think he was a big part of that. 22 goals, got exactly what I wanted him to do. He was that secondary scoring. Brandon Pierlini, 47 points. That's awesome. Not quite a career high. 2 more points, he would have cracked it. Christian Dvorak had a really good year, 38 points. Again, not quite a career high, but very close. Nick Schmaltz, only 35 points. After, wow, yeah, he really fell off. That could have been a big problem for our top 6. Brady Tkachuk scored 20 goals. That's fantastic. 34 points. Michael Dal Cole had 32. After last year, he got 22, so 10 more points. That's awesome. Chychrun with 32, Josh Morrissey with 10, Travis Sanheim with 21, Dante Fabro with 20. Yes, we will compare him to Partanen. Ty Ronning made the team out of camp, and he had a really good year last year, but I think with diminished minutes this year, he obviously suffered. But he's a team player. He's happy on the fourth line. Duke Rodney had 17 points, 5 goals. Ryan McInnes and Gabriel Carlson. There you go. Okay, so have a look at the goaltenders. Then we'll do a complete wrap-up here. 5 shutouts for Frank the Tank. Big Mac McKenzie. There you go. That's awesome to see. And then obviously Cam Talbot didn't play a whole lot. He had 9 games, went 2-5. So that is all of our players for this year. 73 assists and 50 goals for Agent C. That is just a match made in heaven. So Fabro had 7 goals, 13 helpers. Let's see what Partanen did there over in Nashville. Partanen, oh, he's way down here. Partanen had 13 goals and 1 assist. What is with this guy? This guy just does not like to pass the puck at all. So, I mean, you guys, you see what I was saying there? You guys thought Partanen was a way better player than what he was? No, I think Dante Fabro is a more well-rounded player. You can see by the stats. I'm gonna let the stats speak for themselves. You guys can judge in the comments, but I think we made a pretty good move there. So there's Grubauer. He had an unreal end to the year, 32-17. So that's exactly the goalie that they need there. First, I'll have a look at Felix Pox. How did he do? Did he have more points than Agent C? I think they had the exact same amount of points, 82. He had 33 goals. Those guys have been neck and neck pretty much. All right, have a look at the entire NHL. We'll do a little bit more comparisons, and then we'll call this one an episode. Holy crap, Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin, they are unreal. Holy. Yeah, they went 122 points and 110. That's unbelievable. Both had pretty even stats, 40-79 and 40-66. That's crazy. Who won the Rocket Richard? Agent C comes second once again. He had 50 where Ovi had 55. Yeah, so Agent C and Felix Pox had the exact same amount of points. Yeah, so there you go. There they are, 1 and 2. But a lot of players had over 82 points. See here, Brock Besser had 89, Clayton Keller, Ovechkin, Tavares, McKinnon, DeBrincat. There is everyone right there. And then look at goalies. Ben Bishop, Vasilevsky, Carter Hart, Jonathan Bernier, and then rookie skaters, where is it? Nick Suzuki, 57 points. He should win the Calder unless there's a crazy rookie goalie. Yeah, this guy's 85 overall. Oh, Frank the Tank's a rookie. Obviously, he's a rookie. He could be in contention for the Calder. I forgot he actually didn't technically play enough games. I thought he did. 21 games played last year. Doesn't that not make you a rookie? Maybe it's 25 games. I don't know how it technically works, but apparently he's in the running for the Calder, so that's good news. The best team in the league was the Philadelphia Flyers. They had 112 points. Where did we finish? Like, we were dangerously close to missing the playoffs. Like, very, very, very close. I'm glad that we eventually did, though. That late surge really saved our ass. That's awesome. I'm glad we're in the postseason. That was a little bit stressful. This is going to be the longest video ever. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one for the postseason. What did you guys think of the trades? Now, honestly, Partanen or Fabro? Come on, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the playoffs.